Here is your latest Africa news update. As the United States President Donald Trump, the so-called leader of the free world, proposed on live TV injecting people with disinfectant and subjecting them to deadly UV rays as a cure for coronavirus, many African leaders have been quietly and competently taking care of their citizens.
Then I see the disinfectant where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or
South African President Cyril Ramaphosa announced a $26 billion fiscal stimulus package, the largest in his country's history, to tackle the economic fallout from the coronavirus.
Ultimately, it is our own actions as individuals that will determine how quickly the virus spreads. If we all adhere to instructions and follow public health guidelines, we will keep the virus under control and will not need to reinstate the most drastic measures.
South Africa is among the few countries that are nicely handling the coronavirus, only reporting 75 deaths out of 3,953 cases.
Maria mentioned South Africa, and again, it is interesting the way in which South Africa is bringing the disease under control and how African countries are actually in many ways, in some ways, showing the way.
Also, the Rwandan President Paul Kagame announced a social protection plan that will support the vulnerable across Rwanda during the lockdown period.
The goal is to ensure that Africa has the fiscal space needed to cushion our private sector from this crisis and protect the human development gains of our countries and citizens.
Also, many African presidents are doing all they can with limited resources to protect their citizens, while the world's richest country with all their resources are terribly struggling. In Ghana, President Nana Akufo-Addo added Ghana's coronavirus aviation program will address disruptions in the economic activities, the hardship of the people, and to rescue and revitalize industries.
The strength of our public health system has been seriously exposed by this pandemic, and the need from years of neglect and of underinvestment in our public health system. So that is a major concern of ours, raising the necessary funds to strengthen our public health system and making that one of the legacies of this pandemic.
African leaders are now leading the way and showing the world how to handle this crisis, with utter dismay from Western media platforms who can't seem to understand why Africa is doing better than its Western and Asian counterparts. If you like informative and educational videos on Africa, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to catch all our latest videos. And please feel free to leave your suggestions, news tips, or topics about Africa you'd like us to cover.